Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Knitique in Elk Grove, California, and KnitiqueYarns.com coming to you live on this beautiful Thursday. Did I say something wrong?
No, that's the one that always puts a jingle in my head.
Oh, the coming to you live part?
No, I'm not, no.
Okay.
.com. It's from a commercial.
Okay, where's my video? That is yesterday's video.
I don't know. We have people watching.
There I am.
Technology.
Okay, I just had to refresh it again. There we are. Okay, now I can see, which means I can interact with all of you beautiful people. Speaking of interactions, I had a very weird interaction on the way to work this morning. I'm eating grapes on my way to work, and a bug flies out of the bag of grapes that have been in my fridge. So I'm like, has he basically been stuck in hibernation mode because he's been refrigerated for a week?
That is crazy.
Like, I feel a little guilty, like I refrigerated you. Weirdest little, it kind of looks like a meat bee, you know, those little tiny ones?
Oh, yeah.
But not quite. It looks like if a bee and a fly were crossed, because it was shaped more like a fly, but it had the yellow and black stripes on its body. So if anybody knows what that is, I think it's still in my car. Like, you know how you crack all the windows?
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to shoo him a couple times with a piece of paper, because I don't know if he bites.
Yeah, right.
And he would fly to the opposite side of the car from whatever window was open. It's like, I'm trying to save your life. Get out of the car. So I left my windows cracked because I'm not sure if he's out. And I do not want him to cook in my car today. So hopefully when I leave work today, there's no longer what I'm calling a fly in my car. Just can't call it a flea because there's already a flea.
Right,
so
right.
It's a fly.
Okay.
If anybody knows what that weird little bug is, I'm like, where's Georgia? She would know.
I know, right?
I have to ask her today. Like, if it looks like a fly and a bee at the same time, what is
We need a knowledgeable bug person. What is that, an entomologist?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
I think.
So, just a random, weird,
passenger,
mild interaction with a bug.
Wait, what?
Oh, it definitely was not a mosquito. And yes, thankfully, Karen, no, it was not biting me like whatever unpleasant thing was picking on you.
Yikes.
Most bugs are unpleasant. This one was just like, why won't you get out of my car?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you want to live? I would want to live.
Oh, I didn't know we had a mystery box.
Oh, it's not a mystery. It's washi tape.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
That's the washi tape. So this is our grand prize, and we have two items that Danielle brought back from La Bien-Aimée. We have the washi tape in that pretty yellow. We have the canvas zip pouch with her cute little riding a bike logo. And then we have this lovely skein, right side up for you guys, of smushy cashmere in the colorway Bollywood. This is one of the assigned pooling colorways. It's that beautiful espresso brown with the turquoise splash. There is the most beautiful new design out of this color by PDX Netterati if you need additional ideas. I don't have it prepped to link it, but you guys will have to trust me. It's called Starfall, I think.
Oh, I did see that one. That's really pretty.
They just released it. I'd seen it in people's pattern tests and was like, when is that coming out? I need to knit that one. But for our prize, we have paired with it 3 of our assigned pooling designs. We have the Froggy Kisses shawl, where you have a section without any pooling instructions, then with, then without, then with. So you get like a little break of just knit a row, purl a row, nothing crazy. Beautiful crescent shawl with a picot bind off. Or you can do Parisian Assignment, which is a boomerang style shawl with a sawtooth edging. Or a cowboy cowl with a little mesh lace detail that you do yarn over 2 togethers anytime you get to the color splash, and then you do an all mesh lace border. So you have 3 patterns, 1 skein of yarn, so you can take your pick of which project, a project bag, and some washi tape that you could use to kind of highlight what row you're on, or to decorate your knitting journal, etc. And how you get entered into the grand prize drawing is every time you make a purchase all month long. So any purchase made during the month of May will get 1 entry. It is cumulative, so if you purchase 3 times, you get 3 entries. If you purchase 10 times, you get 10 entries. And it does include any purchases of Alexandra's Fabulous Trunk Show. So, without any further ado, we will move on to today's daily prize.
Today's tongue twister.
Yeah, I'm forgetting how to talk this week. It will come back next week. It's, I don't know, the moon or something. I'm making that up. Nobody quote me on that. So for the daily prize, we have this beautiful skein of Alexandra, The Art of Yarn in Seal Rock. It is her DK weight base in a discontinued but beautiful color called Melon.
Discontinued. That is gorgeous.
Right? I'm like, I never saw this in the beginning. Maybe
Right.
this wasn't so much a discontinued as she dyed it and went, I don't like it.
We
Or
love it.
couldn't
Wow.
repeat it. Or, you know how sometimes
Just doesn't repeat.
dyeing
Mhm.
is fickle. And says, no, you're never getting this color ever again. You think you're cute. You think you wrote down what you used and how long you cooked it. Nope. So it could be anything that makes it a discontinued color, but it is beautiful. And we have this one skein paired with our pattern Cherry Drop, originally designed to be done with 2 different yarns, but you can do the whole thing in one. You just don't have to change yarns then. Easy peasy. It's little stripes of stockinette, and then you have a garter ridge and a row where you wrap twice and then drop them on the next row, so you get about 1 inch of fabric out of 2 rows of work.
Love that.
And 1 skein is plenty to make like the small, medium, or even the infinity size on this one because it is so lacy.
Awesome. Lots of choices in size.
And then for our daily drawing, how you get entered is by interacting with our video. So if you react to the video with any of these fun little bubbles down here, then you're going to get 1 entry per reaction. If you comment on the video, how come I don't get the good mornings, like little cheat sheet good mornings like Danielle gets? It's still me.
I don't know.
Whatever, I'll just type it myself. Good morning. And you get 5 entries per comment. And then if you share the video to your friends, it can disappear the second time because it's a weirdo.
Oh, no.
To your stories, wherever you share, just come back and comment shared to and where. And then you will get 11 entries per share. So the winner of today's prize will be determined off of yesterday's video interactions. So let's see who the winner is.
Christy Cutting. Congratulations.
So Christy is new.
Yes, I do not know if you're local. If you are, you can pop in the boutique and let us know you have a prize, and we'll get it from our cabinet. If you're not local, the next time you make a purchase, let us know in the notes that you have a prize, and we will, again, get it from the cabinet and put it in your pretty pink package. Here's some nice little notepads since Mother's Day is coming, because we always need to make notes, right? Us moms, we're always keeping lists of everything that's going on. I think lists are never ending. Especially when they're in school. It's like, oh, I need this and I need that for school. And I'm like, you couldn't have told me that yesterday when I was out shopping?
Don't they usually either tell you like at 10 o'clock the night before or as you're driving them to school the next
Yes,
morning?
the morning of, oh, Mom, I need graph paper.
Like,
Okay, I'll go find
Murphy's
some.
Law of teenagers.
Right? Lists for our lists, for sure. Make a list, check everything. I'm so excited about today's yarn. The phone wanders, it's because I'm looking at all the pretties.
I can't stay scrolling down to the current ones, so that's weird.
You start writing in Kleenex boxes? That's funny. I haven't done that one yet, but I have used napkins.
Yeah.
Envelopes.
Kleenex box, but a napkin, that's likely to happen.
Envelopes.
Okay, so I'm going to start with one of our favorites of Alexandra's fabulous trunk show that is here this week only. This is the Agate Beach Shawl Cake, which is 95% superwash merino, 5% lurex, and is 800 yards per skein. So essentially 2 skeins of regular fingering weight skeins. And this beautiful color is the neon rainbow, so you can see it is the bright electric, more highlightery colors of the rainbow palette. But it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 10 shades of rainbow versus the classic 6, because you get that beautiful ombre transition where the colors gradually shade together.
I might be wearing some today.
I would be if I managed to actually knit my Alexandra's yarn. I just collect my Alexandra's yarn for the most part. I am wearing something Alexandra's right now, but
yes,
I definitely don't knit it as fast as I acquire it, and that is okay. Because as we mentioned yesterday, there are 2 hobbies.
Crafting.
Knitting or crocheting, and collecting yarn.
Very different things.
Then if you like more of a traditional rainbow, this is a Rainbow Sky. You can see it's got more of like burgundy to crimson in the middle, then more citrusy oranges, sunshine yellow, grass green, cerulean blue, navy, and a deep plum versus the more highlightery colors of the neon.
Ooh, my favorite. Well,
Really?
okay, one of them. Yeah, I always gravitate to that one.
3 projects out of that color.
Maybe. But I buy this one a lot.
This is Sunset, which is that beautiful transition from a deep plum to cranberry to crimson to cherry, vermilion, and then this pretty citrusy orange on the outside.
Any of those sunset combos, the purple to the orange, I'm all over it.
You know why? Because you're purple and your sister's orange.
This is true.
So it melds the 2 of you.
Yeah.
Then we have this gorgeous colorway. This is a fairly new color of hers. This is Stormy Skies. It starts with this kind of dusty peach melon on the outside, to a dusty rose, to this gorgeous like pink sterling, then a sterling silver, pewter, to this soft blue gray charcoal in the middle.
It's so pretty. It's showing up right on the screen, right?
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
It's very dark on the phone, so if we miss comments, I am having a hard time seeing them today.
Yeah, Facebook updated something, and now the like cameraman view.
It's doing that to you too?
It's very dark.
Weird.
And I don't know how to make it stop that, or I would. So I apologize,
Alrighty.
you guys, that I cannot overpower Facebook. I've tried, and I will keep trying.
Like, we need to gang up on Facebook videos.
Yeah, I haven't won yet.
Fix it.
Okay, here's a couple projects for you guys that would be great for the 800-yard shawl cakes. This is Sea Stripes by Kirsten Kapoor.
How have I not seen that one?
I don't know.
I like it when you link.
I don't know how we find such totally different things, because we're on the same Ravelry. So this is garter stitch, garter stitch, garter stitch. Then you have this beautiful, like, it's like an extra scalloped horseshoe lace, because you've got like a little ridge here, and then it like repeats out a bigger scallop. And then you've got the little garter stitch divider, which kind of emphasizes the scallops just a little bit more.
Look at the border.
And then this mesh lace border.
Is that crocheted border?
That's what I'm thinking, is that
It's gotta
they
be.
had to have gone and crocheted the edge. The lower edge is worked in very simple crochet. If you've ever worked a crochet chain bind off, you will have no problem with this edging. So if you know how to take the hook and pull the yarn through the loop,
You're
can do
good.
that border. That's as complicated as that is. That's what they're saying. So that is the Sea Stripes shawl, and that would be one skein. You could actually make it bigger if you wanted, because they only used about 600 yards in theirs.
Wow.
So you could do like an additional repeat of the lace.
Shelly will answer your question in a moment.
All right, one more.
Ooh.
This one is for the crocheters. This is Scarf Whirl. Really pretty, kind of simple triangular shawl, but it's got these little like ridges and eyelets between the more solid double crochet rows. So you're getting like stripes of solid lace, and just a little bit of like almost like a garter ridge kind of texture.
Seriously,
through the back loop.
I thought that was knit when you first pulled it up. That
It
one's a
very
fooler.
well could be, because it, you know,
Be easy to knit it also.
I'm sure there's a knit version similar out there. And I know, because I know at least one person out there is going, oh, but tassels. Just don't do tassels. Easy. Problem solved. Just don't do it. You don't have to put tassels. This person didn't.
Pretty.
Okay, let's go back and see what Shelly's question was.
How these are listed.
Okay, so these are listed under the, I'll show you guys, the Alexandra, the Art of Yarn Trunk Show product right here. You can easily go on Knitique Yarns and search Trunk Show, or you can just click this pinned link. Then there's going to be two options for Agate Beach. There's the regular skeins, and then if we scroll down,
We're missing pictures.
Agate Beach cake right here. So then you just put in how many you want, add to cart.
The other listing was for the single skeins?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is, you want one that says cake.
Cake is the
Whoops.
big ones.
I'm having a hard time keeping up with you.
Proceed to checkout. Then under secure checkout, there's this little section here to write notes. And you can put that you want one neon rainbow, one sunset, and one stormy skies. Or you can say you want two rainbow sky, one sunset. Like, just make sure it adds up to your quantity. And then if, let's say you were to get 3 Agate Beach cake and then 1 regular Agate Beach, you would just put Agate Beach cakes, what colors you want, and then the regular Agate Beach, what colors and quantities you want. If you forget, don't worry, we're going to call you. Be like, okay, so you bought 3 skeins of Agate Beach. What color did you want? Like, so don't worry, we will call you. We will not leave you stranded. But we want to make it as easy as possible. So I'm just going to scooch this little quadrant over.
Hey, she put them closer to me.
But wait, there's more.
Now I'm excited. Oh, see, this one too. Yes, for sure.
This is
And
the one that I'm like, really?
that one.
This isn't your favorite? Berry Gem?
It's so hard to choose.
Because it's got like this kind of orchidy soft raspberry to lilacs and lavenders, cornflower to sky blues, and then this little pop of turquoise. And that is Berry Gem, like
G-E-M.
raspberry, and like
The stone.
sparkly gem, not workout gem.
Mm.
If you spell it workout gem, we're still going to know what you mean, though.
Yes.
We are going to wonder if you actually like to exercise and maybe be a tiny bit worried about you, but
We would not be worried. We would encourage.
I am so terrible because I should exercise, but who likes to do that?
It's fun.
Oh,
This
where
one.
are you?
This one's my favorite too. I can have more than one favorite, right?
Yes. This is electric and not just in looks. That is the name of the color. Lime greens emerald, turquoise, a little bit of this kind of more cornflower purpley blue, to this really gorgeous lilac violet in the middle. Kathy, I think she has one of each.
Hush you.
Hey, it's not narking out if I am in the same boat. Because I'm in the same boat, y'all.
It's not quite one of each, but it's getting close.
Right? The lime green. Fantastic.
I might be a little bit conflicted, tormented. I don't know what's the right word for wanting them all.
In love.
Okay, that works.
Okay, here's Brown Gem, which, you know, when the title starts with brown, you think, well, this is going to be exciting. It's got brown in it in like this soft camel caramel kind of color. But then it goes into these beautiful jades and teals and turquoises. So it's really this much brown, this much gorgeousness.
Gem. Right, Melanie? The lime. To die for.
Yeah, I know. That is a winner chicken dinner. For sure. If you like neutral, because it goes with everything. See, I have a skein of this in my stash that I started a project, got distracted, used the other yarn that was with it in a different project.
Yeah.
Therefore, have to pick something else now. But this is black chrome because it goes from a dark charcoal, soft black in the middle out to this soft silvery chrome pewter. Like that is all the shades of metal in one skein. Yep, I gotta find a new project for that one because it's gorgeous.
Yeah, if you used its friend.
I know.
New project.
Its friend away, so now it either needs a new friend or it needs to stand on its own.
Either one works. Maybe this one goes with it. I mean, for sure it does.
Yeah,
but
absolutely it does. This is a red gem, which goes from like that soft crimson to a cranberry to a burgundy to like a plum wine and then charcoal in the middle. I have a black butte shawl out of this color.
Ooh, pretty.
But not a sparkly one. I don't have a sparkly one.
I think you need a sparkly one.
Right? I mean, who doesn't need a sparkly one?
I might have actually knit most of my sparkle, but I do have black butte. A lot of black butte.
It's because it's soft and delicious.
Mm-hmm. Totally gonna wrap myself out on that one. I have a lot.
If there was such a thing as a sparkly black butte, we would
Oh
be,
my
like,
God.
over the moon and back again. Okay, here's a couple more good shawl cake projects. This is Aperture by Amba O'Brien, which has this beautiful like eyelet pattern. You can see it's like there's more of them, and then it gets more solid closer to the
gray.
middle. Let's see if she has a good picture. There we go. Of like
there you go.
One of them, yeah, because them overlapped hides it a little bit, but you can see like solid, more solid, no solid. So it gives those really pretty kind of blended lines.
There's no getting bored on this one.
Nope, this one is pay attention but easy stitches. And one skein would make the large size, which is 90-inch wingspan and 25-inch depth.
Nice.
And her patterns are always very well written, easy to follow. We really like Amba.
Boy, it'd be fun to do a Zoom with her, wouldn't it?
Right? I think
Danielle.
I imagine she's really fun. Just because some of her patterns are a little quirky. Like, that usually is a good sign that you're fun people. This is another one for the crocheters. The Summer Fuchsia Shawl. That's a little bit of a tongue twister.
That is pretty.
It's got this beautiful, like, V-stitch shell lace pattern all over. And then at the end, you do a little kind of V-stitch picot border around the bottom two edges.
I'll bet that one's bottom up.
I think it is. Like, I think
'Cause
it's one where you end up, because that would be the easiest way, and the stitches do look right side up this way. To increase would just be to be able to do like an extra V at the end of the row, and voila, you've increased. Increasing in crochet is so easy. And they call for technically a little bit more yardage, but it's called just stop when you're almost out of yarn and do your border.
Yeah.
And don't worry about it. Because it's a shawl. It does not have to be an exact certain size.
Anybody have a favorite here from this choice? These choices? Grammar?
I am going to
Oh no!
migrate them.
Oh no!
Because we have the non-shawl cake version.
Okay, more sparkles.
So I need to make room to show you all of the gorgeousness.
Electric, yes, for sure. That is a good one.
You know, electric would look really good with the black chrome too. Kind of my first thought for finding it a new friend.
Orange, definitely the orange and purple.
All right, speaking of finding bright new friends.
Ooh, pretty.
In Agate Beach in the regular skeins, so not the cakes. This is still the Superwash Merino Lurex blend, but these are 409 yard skeins. So just over half what the cakes are. This gorgeous rainbow colorway is Chelsea. This is a variegated, so your colors are all going to intermix pretty equally as you knit with it. Although it would really be fun to do like one of the assigned pooling patterns with this one and pick like just the yellow is the one that you do something funky with. Like you can totally play with a variegated like this and turn it into a pooling technique as well.
It's like a parrot in a skein.
Oh yeah. All right, and then
Wasn't
might
that
happen
pretty?
to be the color that I'm wearing. Mine's not
Just
sparkly.
saying.
But this is magenta, based on this year's color of the year, which is, in my opinion, vermilion, not magenta.
Yeah.
Because it's a little more corally pink than what you would normally think of. But it is a gorgeous color.
The skein is beautiful.
I keep seeing it sitting out on the table in different people's color combinations, and I'm like, yep, I like that. Yep, I like that. I already bought a skein of that color. Stop talking to me, yarn. Another skein of this color may have to happen, but maybe in sparkly.
For sure.
What are you calling quiet, Claudia? Certainly not us or the colors. Okay, if you prefer more of a traditional red, we have Ruby, which is definitely more of what you'd call a blue red, not an orange red.
Pretty, pretty. Ooh, that one's nice too.
Right, to complete the red family. And we have Black Rose, which is that ruby red, and then those soft charcoal all kind of mixed together, so you get some burgundies where they overlap.
Anybody else do a movie when you said ruby red?
No. But she
You
did
did
say
now.
that she was referring to the parrot comet.
Ah, yes, definitely much quieter.
I had to put that in my head.
I did.
I love that movie.
I know,
You
it's
guys
awesome.
haven't seen Fifth Element, I'm sorry.
It's good.
I haven't watched that in a while. I totally should watch that.
Mm-hmm. I think we watched it probably last year, so it's still pretty fresh in my mind.
And you remember the most obscure details from movies. You crack me up sometimes because you're like borderline offended that I don't get the reference. And I'm like, you picked like the most obscure line in the movie. Nobody quotes that line. You're
I do.
making this up.
I do all the time. And you even know the other line from the other movie the other day. And I'm like, but you know the movie.
Yeah.
It's one I watch all the time.
Certain
I mean,
lines
just Despicable Me.
don't stick out. I love
All the time I watch that.
How do you forget? It's so fluffy.
I know.
I'm gonna die. Like, how do you forget that? Okay. So for projects for the regular agate beach, although you could do them out of the shawl cakes too, it's not limited. We have birch bark.
Birch bark. Bark.
Told you I forgot how to talk this week. By Janita Calio. This one is really fun, easy sections of garter and then mesh lace in different patterns. Like you can see, this is a little more latticey, then this is more stripes of eyelets. Then we've got like a smaller lattice section. Let's look at the orange one. So you can see it, the mesh kind of changes, which kind of alleviates that I'm going to get bored moment.
She's one of my favorite designers also. Her patterns are easy as well.
This one would be 2 skeins or 1 shawl cake, depending on what color calls to you most.
How pretty would that be in the shawl cake?
Right?
Wow.
Then we have a fun cowl that could either be 1 or 2 colors. Like, this is 1 color that just happens to be kind of like a stripey variegated. This one they did closer together stripes. This one they did big color block stripes. And then this one I'm thinking was a self-striping yarn.
I could see Parrot Party in this one.
Right, Parrot Party.
Chelsea.
If you guys put Parrot Party at checkout, we're going to know which one you're talking about because we've said it and now it'll be stuck in our head. But this is a 1 skein project. This is the Happy New Year cowl. All right, I've got lots more colors, so I better keep going. Just slide these off to the side. Susan's cracking herself up.
I'm laughing over Parrot Party because totally, it's a parrot party. Party of parrots? A flock of parrots?
Make me tell them what you said yesterday.
What did I
That there's a pirate season.
Oh, yeah.
She
yeah.
said, see you at pirate season because of something I said. And I'm
yeah. You wanted...
When is pirate
Okay, for the record, September 19th or 9th is Talk Like a Pirate Day, so that's pirate season in September.
So apparently September is pirate season now.
Yeah.
We've totally made this up. You can run with it if you're as crazy as we are. But we don't know what we're talking about. But it was all because I wanted to put a treasure chest in a little display thing in the window.
Yes.
All right. This color is Fire, which is a really pretty mixture of the crimson reds, this burnt rusty orange, marigold, sunflower yellow.
So pretty.
Fire is a very good name for this color. All right, I'm going to keep going. We have Olive, which is this really pretty olive gold green. Like, it's got a little bit of more bronzy highlights and a little bit of the more like kind of mossy green highlights. You're getting that really pretty mottled mix of what's essentially a neutral with a touch of color. Right, Shelly? This is how we just get into the one of everything boat.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, look how pretty these two would be because it picks up like these little specks of
Sure enough.
bronze in there. All right, I'm only scooting them over because there's more colors. I have to leave room. Then we have Earth, which has some of those same tones as the olive, but then you've also got more chocolate and then more like evergreen. This is like a day in the redwoods.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if that's not her inspiration, I would be shocked because it very much looks like this.
Ooh, this one with that one, just because of the names.
Then next in the lineup is Redwood, which is this beautiful, more sprucey blue-green, and then this taupey silver. And then that mixes into like muted teals, almost jade tones.
I've seen this one knit up. It's really gorgeous.
It's really pretty. This one would be fun to do like a faux assigned pooling with too, and pick like the gray and always do opposite of the rest of your row or something. Because why not?
Yes.
Let me pull up a couple more projects for you guys, because I did find lots this morning. I had to narrow myself down a little bit. This one I think is really cute, especially for the more semi-solid tonal colors. This is the Rib Lace Raglan. And I love that they show like different versions, like long sleeve with blousey sleeves, crop top if that's your jam, or a little bit longer but t-shirt sleeves. Here, look, this is totally me.
For sure.
And this would be super easy to modify length on. You just keep going. Just make sure you get yourself some extra yardage to work with that. But there's nothing that says that you can't make it longer. There's nothing that says that you can't make it shorter, actually. That's cute under overalls.
Yeah.
Oh, see, here's a longer one. So you can totally adjust the length because it's a very easy stitch pattern to just keep going. But what I like about it is it's basically the whole sweater is vented. So
Nice.
obviously you'd wear like a nude cami underneath, but nice and cool for the warmer weather that we all know is coming. And for our size range from a 30 to a 62, you only need 1 to 3 skeins.
Nice.
If you don't like it that cropped, add a skein. Like if you need 1 skein, get 2. If you need 2 skeins, get 3. Like just save yourself.
Add 1.
Just add a skein because you've got to swatch too. All right, then we have Follow the Fairy. Beautiful little like pyramid lace pattern that is garter stitch in the upper triangles and stockinette in the lower triangles, so you get this really like woven 3-dimensional texture out of your fabric. But I really appreciate that they showed it in a solid and then in something a little bit busier, so you can see that the pattern still shows, just not quite as much.
Very pretty. Might have to do that one. Whoops, you switched. I was zooming in. That's
so
okay.
That I could show you guys that it also could easily be 1 skein, and maybe you just have to stop 1 repeat early.
Yeah.
No big thing.
Ooh, Parrot Party with Flame.
Oh, you are getting some of that color.
I know, right?
All right. Continuing into more of the blue-green family, and we have Teal, which is a really beautiful, kind of right in the middle blue-green. To make room.
Yep.
Then we have Water, which has that beautiful teal and the dark evergreen. But then it has these splashes of cobalt blue and cerulean, a little bit of silver, some turquoise. Water is a very appropriate name for this one.
I think teal is a crowd favorite.
Look how pretty they are together.
Very, very pretty. Ooh, that one works too.
Yeah, this one, so I mean, you could do like one of the fade shawls with this
Oh,
combination.
for sure.
Because Atlantic is basically starting to bring in a little bit of like the purpley tones. This is kind of that indigo, almost periwinkle, more of a bright turquoise, kind of more of a denim and a softer cobalt for Atlantic. So you could see teal, aquatic, and Atlantic go amazing together. And there might be a fourth color that goes very nicely with them. This is navy, which is that kind of more indigo navy blue. You can see kind of more charcoal shadows because this one is more of a semi-solid color, but really rich, deep. But look at that. Teal, water,
Atlantic,
and navy.
So pretty. Scoot over because there is more.
Yes.
Still
lots
more.
I swear my pattern suggestions rearranged themselves, but that's okay.
Uh-oh.
Then we have, if you want a fun one skein project, lemon scone at home. Really thought I wasn't going to be able to say that one. It's really pretty. You've got seed stitch, a row of bobbles. If you don't like bobbles, just do like a pearl there or yarn over and knit two together.
Or
like
beads.
A bead. You don't have to do bobbles because I know bobbles are a very polarizing stitch.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't love them, don't do them. Then we have seed stitch again. Then this beautiful kind of like fern lace pattern. They look like little branches.
They do. Very cute.
And then you repeat that sequence. So it's really something that you could, let me zoom back out. You could get away with doing like one, like do the bobbles again. Like that, and make it smaller if you wanted. To maybe get 2 cowls out of one skein. See, 300 to 400 yards.
Nice.
One skein wonder. Then we have Surrey shirt. This is a great one if you're in love with one of the more colorful colors, because it's just a really simple, like this is a more t-shirt version of Seven Sisters to me.
Oh, you're right.
Like the sleeves come down just a little bit more. It's still that same kind of rounded neck, and then they did do our favorite of a split hem. For just really easy, simple tee, some ribbing, some stockinette stitch. So that's perfect if you like one of the more colorful options, because there's no pattern to get lost. And it would be 2 to 4 skeins to make from a 38.5 to a 63.
That's one I could finish because there's no sleeves.
And I'm just going to say, if you guys saw the needle size, don't panic, because I
good God.
feel like you would need a 2.5 to get 26 stitches, unless you happen to be a loose knitter. Because I'm thinking I would need a 4.
Yeah.
26 doesn't, on a 2.5, just doesn't sound right to me.
How many per inch is that?
6.5.
9, 8, 7, 6. I'd be on a 5. I could deal with that.
You say you can't do that.
I used my fingers.
Yeah, that's the other option, is if you, Claudia is right, if you have a knitting machine knit the 26 stitches in 4-inch gauge.
Yes.
You can do ribbing on the machine too.
True.
Ask my Thursday class.
Yes.
Here this afternoon. They've all done it. Then coming up, this is a beautiful variegated, if you kind of like that jewel tone palette. This is Emerald Forest. It's got the deep plum purples, the teal, and then the olivey green golds. So like you could put Emerald Forest, olive, and teal together to make an amazing palette.
I was going to say I have these 2 at home already.
Well,
I know, just add one more.
Just one more. We don't know what we're going to make. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah, we just buy things that go well together.
If you like a little brighter than the olivey green, then Sea Anemone is similar but a little more vibrant. You've got the violet purples, more of the cerulean and turquoise blues, and then more of like the emerald and the grass greens. So this is like the bright version. So Sea Anemone, bright version, Emerald Forest, dark version of purple, blue, green. Ooh, I gotta talk faster. I still have more
A little
colors.
bit. OMG. Is that one new?
It's gotta be new. Because I don't remember this color before.
My goodness.
This is very electric blue-violet called ultraviolet.
Nice.
I finally have a skein that is actually called what I always described as blue-purple as.
Okay, I need that one. Wow.
So that's ultraviolet. Then, getting a little more plummy, we have deep purple. Sorry, I gotta make us some room so I can keep going. There we go. So kind of more of a plum purple. Then we have more of a cranberry. This is actually called wine, so I was resisting the urge to describe it as wine color, because that's very accurate in the name.
So pretty.
Show you guys a couple more projects here.
Well, she does that. I want to see these three together, just in that order.
Ooh. Now that's a good combo.
Yeah. Actually, you could even put that one on that side. I reversed your rainbow.
That's okay.
Yeah, the one coming up next works anyway, wherever it is.
Yeah, the next ones are neutral, so everything goes with neutral. All right, we have the Workday scarf, little garter stitch with this cute little,
Oh, that is cute.
one feather and fan, a little stair
It's
step.
like a tiny version of Close to You.
That's what I was
It
thinking.
is. That's cute.
This is one of those increase to the middle, decrease back down. So as long as you start decreasing before you get halfway through your yarn, you can use up every last yard, basically.
Look at how cute that picture is.
Yeah, all wrapped around the flowers.
Yeah.
And that one is a free pattern, so that gives you more money for yarn. Then we have the Abeja shawl. Little mesh lace, little stockinette, little mesh lace.
How have I never seen that one?
I don't know. And then look at this really pretty border. So it's fairly easy peasy, pay a little attention, then just enough fancy to be like, wow, that was awesome. There's a pretty green one. And that one, the small size, also a one skein project.
Nice.
All right, let me show you guys the rest of the colors. We have the beautiful Midnight, which is a charcoal soft black.
Ooh,
Then
pretty.
we have Tuxedo, which is that beautiful, there we go, black and white mix.
It's almost got a purple hint to it. I don't know if it shows on the camera.
Yeah, like it's like a lavender gray.
Very subtle.
And then last but not least, because sometimes you just need white, Snow. Which is really pretty with that little shimmer of metallic in there. All right, let me see if I can line these up to where we can fit almost everything in one quick little shot. If there were any colors that you were like, shoot, I didn't get the name of that, you can always call us, email us. Like, you could email us a screenshot and be like, this one, right here.
Yes.
What was that one? And we will help you get you the color that you want.
She pointed at a skein, but we didn't see it because I'm not tall enough to... Nope, you gotta come in between. Yeah, there you go.
What was this one? It was fire. Or I could move them.
I'm just trying to get, from here to here.
There. Give you a little less arm stretch. Couple more projects. I can't not show you guys this one because this is a great crochet one, especially for the variegated colors.
Whoa, that's pretty.
Like, you should get your kid to do Chelsea for you.
For sure.
Because it just It's just an easy, like, granny square type stitch of the little double crochet shells, and you're just increasing as you go. It's literally written to be one where you just go till you run out of yarn, or you like the size of it, whichever comes first.
Is it a shawl or a cowl?
It's a cowl.
So you would just keep making it taller?
Yeah, like
okay.
you'd make this part taller than part around your neck, or you just stop. Because it was written for about 437 yards, which means you could easily get away with one skein.
And when you're done, you're done. You don't have to bind off.
Yeah, just
that's the beauty of crochet.
Weave it in.
Yeah.
And then one last one. The cowl?
Mm-hmm.
Cowl, sweater. I told you guys this week, not
words.
my jam for words. But look at this cute little just simple eyelet top with, there's going to be some short row shaping at the top to make it sit nicely on the shoulders like this. And then this is just yarn over knit two together. Nothing crazy, but great summer top. And that one is sized from a 42 to a 69 because they intend it to be about 12 inches of positive ease. If you don't like that, don't do it. Do the ease you like. Ignore the designer. They don't know what you like to wear. They know what they like to wear. And it only takes 2 to 3 skeins.
Nice.
Depending on what size you're going for. It is a little cropped, so again, if you want to make it longer, just get 1 extra skein from what your yardage calculates out at, and you'll be good to go. I mean, unless you're going to make it, like, drastically longer. Like, if you're going for tunic length, 1 skein,
you might need more.
Average lengthening, you'll be fine. All right, so we'll do what we're wearing real quick, because I definitely did not give myself time to talk about classes. So I am wearing the Pop and Lock cowl, which is originally only supposed to be 2 colors. But I loved this magenta color from Alexandra and how that looked with our electric slide. So I got probably about halfway done with this upper part and went, that's not going to be enough contrast for the mosaic. So I added in a little purple.
So pretty.
And the mosaic is nice and bold. This isn't even blocked yet, you guys. This is a hot off the needles, like had to wear it, too excited to wait for it to dry situation. So here we are, wearing it unblocked. And it's really not that bad. It's just a little dipped in right here. But we'll fix that later.
You wouldn't even know.
Yeah, if I didn't point it out, nobody would pay any attention to that. But we'll fix that later. And then there's Susan. See, look, I'm calling you your real name.
I was waiting for the other one. It's cuter. This one is frozen silver out of 1 skein of Alexandra's shawl cake. Ooh, almost took my hair with it.
Don't do that.
Yeah. So, lots of fun stitches. Let me get this scarf cuff off.
Some slip stitches.
Yeah.
Some garter stitch. You started a baby point.
I believe there's a cowl version as an on-demand class.
Yeah, because I think really the only difference if you wanted to learn to do the shawl, like you could learn the stitches off of the cowl class, because it's just the shaping is a little different. Just otherwise, this stitch, that stitch is going to be the same.
Yeah. I need to do another.
This is trying very good.
Too many.
Another one of those patterns that, you know, you get addicted to. And
I do. I've done this one and the cowl, so I don't have the cowl to share with you guys. My sister has it. Maybe I can get her to post a picture later. We'll see.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be it, you guys. We've got about 5 minutes to get the boutique open, pull your orders, and get ready to teach a machine knitting class today. So we will see you guys all again tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Bye.